I'm married with 2 children. My daughter, my first child is Dr Zani, and she's away. She studies out of the country, because when I went to study, I went with both the children. I couldn't imagine leaving them at such a tender age. My daughter was 9 years old, and I thought that leaving her at such a critical moment might mean I might come back and I might not know her, and she might not know me, and I wasn't going to take such a chance.
When the mother of 2 embarked on a new chapter in her life in pursuit of further education in the United Kingdom, she had no idea what life would be like.
Most of the other people were very, very young, and I think they must have been looking at this African woman like, where is she coming from suddenly? Because I think the trend is they sort of do their PhDs earlier, you know. So I realized very quickly that I've got to survive, I've got to impress on them, I've got to sort of remove any myths, if they existed, in their minds about Africans. And I became very, very aggressive in the sense that I would try to be heard very quickly. You know, in discussions, I would come out very quickly to give my point of view.
She soon learned the ropes and found her place at the prestigious Oxford University as an adult student, having to juggle between motherhood and the tight school schedule.
Finally, in 2008, March 1st, I think, I graduated with a PhD in sociology. They call it a DPhil, but it's the equivalent of a PhD.
Dr Agnes Zani, a lecturer at the University of Nairobi, was soon to spread her tentacles towards politics when her party, ODM, nominated her as a senator.
Though it still doesn't come easy, because I remember in the first week of Senate, I did a lot of learning, you know. I kept quiet and listened to see how is it done, you know. People are just not speaking here anyhowly. Nobody's just standing. I remember I'd been very authoritarian, having been a classroom teacher, having been a lecturer, standing in front of students and teaching them. Now there's a speaker in the Senate who can tell you, sit down, you're not making sense, you're out of order.
She was also learning fast that in politics, a celebration dance is not an endorsement.
Na mimi nikasema, wacha niende kule Nyanza, nizungumze nao, niwaambie mimi mwanamke mchetu wa Chidigo. Nikasimama nimesimama mimi mwenyewe nikiomba kura.
Yes, I remember. That is one. And there's another one somebody pointed out to me as well. When I think and I feel firmly about an issue, I will fight for that issue to the end. When I feel it is time for a woman to put her foot down and make things be understood in an aggressive and clear way, because sometimes you've got to do that for people to be able to listen, for people to see the leadership qualities in you, and for you to be able to say, as a leader, this is the direction we're taking.
Indeed, according to Dr. Zani, her work in the Senate is clearly spelled out. Her belief in social equity has finally found an avenue for expression in the Senate.
There's a possibility for people to reap from the natural resources that they have. And we're really just saying very, very directly that let specific proportions be left at the county for specific development, leaning on social development, be it in the field of education, be it in the field of health, be it in the field of agriculture. Let communities sit down, decide what is important for them, and once they've decided what is important for them, get the monies from these kitties and implement on the basis of that, so that even for now and for prosperity, they can be able to say we gained because our soil was taken from Machakos.
The nominated senator from Kwale County must appreciate the importance of equitable distribution of resources. After all, her county is one of the poorest in the country and for years has been marginalized.
Here is a county that is so rich. Why can't we transform? And then you feel, as a leader, maybe that is what your calling is. Maybe if you can make a transformation somewhere along the line and come up with something really key and critical, and it will change. And it doesn't have to be that generations will know that so and so changed. Generations will just be happy.
The career educationist who was taught at the University of Nairobi Sociology Department for years still does manage to teach at the university, despite her tight schedule at the Senate.
The way I've done it is I've left it flexible. So at a particular time, let's say on a Monday morning, I know I have a CSO 516, Advanced Social Statistics. I can go in and say hello to the students, and it's good for them. They feel motivated, they feel happy, they feel, they feel in touch with things, and they want to hear the new things. And they say, no, this is still our money, which is still.
Now that you know about Dr. Zani, the educationist and politician, you might also appreciate the fact that she's married to a scholar who does manage to serenade her with his musical prowess after a long day out there. For Citizen Weekend, I'm mawathe.